Interesting. All right, Greatsword. Path of Onslaught. Interesting. So let's look at the skills first. Crosscut, slash 3 times in a quick sequence. First hit 110, second 130, third 160%. Enter Onslaught stance when this ability ends. Unstoppable cuts. Gain grit while performing crosscut. That's good. That's really good, actually. That's a lot of damage then, because you can just have like thwarting strikes on the sword and get the extra damage while you have grit. And this is like a long attack, it looks like. And it's a lot of damage. So yeah, that's cool. Cross execution. Base damage of the final strike increased by 100% if the target's below 50. Oh, wow, this is like a really, really good execute. In Onslaught stance, this threshold is increased to 75% instead. The threshold, with threshold they mean the 50% health. So you get the execute, the extra 100% damage, you get a 75% damage. That's like easy. If you have like a decent damage build, that's like one or two light attacks or like one heavy, and you can go straight into the execute. You can just like go in with like one cleave, everybody 75% health, and then you just bring the hammer down. That's crazy. So this is a new thing that you can take. Path of Onslaught. Let's read this. After using any ability in the Onslaught tree, enter Onslaught stance for 10 seconds. So any ability on this tree is going to do that for 10 seconds. Onslaught stance has the following properties. Outgoing damage increased by 20%. Damage taken increased by 20%. Quick charge. Heavy attacks charge twice as fast but consume 10 stamina each. It's interesting. That is interesting. Twice as fast. That is like whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe even faster. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know. Entering Defiance stance or switching weapons will immediately end Onslaught. Okay. That's weird, but okay. So let's look at Relentless Rush. Dash through foes while sprinting and apply 20% slow for 4 seconds on hit. First hit 110 weapon damage, second 120 weapon damage. This attack cannot backstab. Why not? Why not? Let me backstab, dude. Okay, you enter Onslaught again. Relentless Power, gain 10% in power for 10 seconds. In Onslaught stance, Relentless Rush applies root to targets for 1 second. In Defiance stance, Relentless Rush heals for 50% of its damage, maximum 5 hits. So that means if I'm already in Onslaught stance, because I've used any of these skills, I'm gonna root people. If I have used a Defiance stance before that, and then I use this one, this means I'm actually healing myself for 15%. That's really nice. That's actually really nice. So I can just like charge through a Zerg and just heal to full, basically. Skyward Slash. Swing up in a brutal arc, staggering your target, dealing 80% weapon damage, and apply 2 stacks of 5% rend for 10 seconds, maximum 3 stacks. In Onslaught stance, apply 1 additional rend. Oh, there comes the additional rend. Okay, so if I'm in Onslaught, I get 1 additional. Okay, I see that now. So, Skyfall Sword. Add a follow-up attack that deals 140 weapon damage by activating the skill again or using a light attack. Okay, follow-up attack. Cut up and you cut down then. Not bad. The first attack applies disease, which reduces healing by 20%. The follow-up attack strikes all foes within a 3-meter radius. Ooh, AoE disease? Oh, wait, no. The first attack applies disease. The second one doesn't. So the second one only adds the AoE portion, but not the disease doesn't get the AoE portion. I got a little excited about that because I think we need more AoE disease stuff. Giant Slayer increases base attack damage by 20% when attacking foes above 90% health. So that basically is just a starter, really. Aggressive Shift, enter Onslaught stance by hitting with a charged heavy attack. Ooh. This effect occurs even if the attack is blocked, but will not renew Onslaught stance if it's already active. I assume Defiance stance has like certain abilities that benefit from being cast while in Onslaught stance. Huh. Because then you can just go over the passives here, get this passive, enter the Onslaught stance with this one here, just a heavy attack. You don't have to use the skill here if you don't want to, and then benefit from just having like a full Defiance Tree or something like that. Relentless Refresh. Oh, this is another thing here. I haven't seen that. Reduces ability cooldown by 50% when you kill a foe. This effect has a 5-second cooldown. Okay, so it can only proc once, but 50% is pretty decent. I like that. Heavy Blade. Charge heavy attacks have 50% armor penetration. Nice. Swift Onslaught. Gain 20% haste for 5 seconds after using any Onslaught Tree ability. That's nice. This effect has a 10-second cooldown. That's not nice. But, I mean, it's okay. Critical Comeback. Become energized by landing a critical hit and regain 5 stamina and 5% base health per second. Crush the Weak. Critical hit chance is increased by 10% when attacking foes with an active debuff. Keen Posture. After gaining Onslaught stance, your next attack within 5 seconds has a 100% increased critical chance. So you could just basically just enter Onslaught stance by just heavy attacking into a crosscut, and that would give you a 100% increased critical hit chance on that crosscut. Yikers! That's already a pretty beat. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! You do a heavy attack. You enter Onslaught, right? You already get 20% increased damage. Then you get the 100% increased damage against 75% health targets. You're probably going to put your target at 75% health with a heavy attack, right? So that thing is already fully juiced when you use it. Then you use it and you get this passive on top of that, which is 100% crit chance on this attack that already deals a decent amount of damage, plus the 20% here, plus the 100% here. That's just like you can take someone out at full health with this. You just do like one swing into the crosscut, boom, done. Done. I already figured out my build, dude. I already figured it out. Let's do it, baby. Where's the PTR? Okay, Step and Strike. After dodging, gain a 10% empower for the next 3 hits within 10 seconds. Gotta be shitting me. I can... After dodging, you don't even have to dodge an attack. You just need to dodge. So all I'm doing is I'm doing a dodge, then I'm doing a heavy attack, and then then I'm doing my thing for another 10%. All right, not bad. And then this one here, Unrelenting Onslaught. Hitting foes reduces Greatsword cooldowns. Light attacks 2%, heavy attack 10%. It's not great. This one's not great. Heavy attack, dodge, rip and tear. Yeah, or oh my god. And then 15% from your opal gem that you have on. You got the opal gem on. 15% more. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? Oh man. Oh man, that is juicy. That is so juicy. All right, let's look at this one here. Let's look at the Path of Defiance first. After using any ability in the Defiance Tree, enter Defiance stance for 10 seconds. Defiance Stance has the following properties. Damage taken reduced by 20%. Outgoing damage reduced by 20%. Guard point. Block incoming attacks while charging heavy attacks. What? I can block incoming attacks by charging heavies? What? Oh my god, no. I'm done, dude. I'm fucking done. Are you kidding me? That is so funny. So yeah, I got like fucking 8 muskets shooting at me, and I'm just sitting there open field just doing heavy attack rotations. Hey, come shoot me, motherfuckers. Whoop. Whoop. Oh man, just watch me sit there open field just like fucking doing heavies 15 minutes. Got like 8 muskets shooting at me, doing no damage. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Calamity counter. Block for 2 seconds while reducing block stamina damage taken by 90%. Okay, block for 2 seconds while reducing block stamina taken damage by 90%. That's a lot of reduced block stamina. Then unleash a counterattack that strikes all foes within a 4-meter radius. No blocks, 100% weapon damage, 1 block. 100% weapon damage and staggers. 2 blocks, 100% weapon damage and staggers longer. 3 blocks, 100% weapon damage and causes a knockback. Can I play that? I need to play this weapon right now. This is crazy. This is the craziest shit ever. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. This ability has grit too. Oh yes. Reactivate this ability or use light attacks to counterattack earlier. Wow. Alright, I see you. Jagged counter. Counterattacks inflict bleeding for 6 seconds for each power level. Each stack deals 5% weapon damage every second. So, maximum 5 stacks. Wow, 25% weapon damage? That's not bad, dude. And that would be an AoE, I assume, AoE bleed. Critical Calamity. A counterattack crit chance is increased by 25%. Wowzers. In Onslaught Stance, the counterattack gains an additional 25% crit chance. 50% crit if you come out of an onslaught. Holy Jesus. In Defiance Stance, the counterattack heals for 20% of its damage. Oh, God, no. Oh, fuck me. Okay. We got the Roaring Rupture right now. Stab the ground. Oh, that's the one that we've seen in the video. Stab the ground and send out a shockwave with a 4-meter radius that deals 120 weapon damage. Gain 8% fortify for 5 seconds. For each foe hit, maximum 3 stacks. 24% fortify? Wow. Wowzers. That's not bad. This ability generates 200% threat and has grit. Okay, so that's a PvE thing. Enter Defiance Stance, Taunt Gem compatible. Okay, so you can tank with that. Purifying Roar. Cleanse 2 debuffs after using Roaring. Okay. Adaptive Rupture. In Defiance Stance, a shockwave pushes foes outward 3 meters. In Onslaught Stance, the shockwave pulls them in. Oh, nice. So you get 2 different things depending on the stance you're in, but they're both very good. Defiance Stance pushes them away, which is of course what you want when you're tanking. Just want to get people off of you. And then Onslaught pulls them in. Fucking Dark Convergence style. Bring him in and clap him real good. Then we have the Intimidating Roar. The shockwave applies 10% weaken for 10 seconds on hit. Additionally, after successful hit, become uninterruptible for 5 seconds. Wowzers. That's cool. Stat fast strike. Stab your greatsword toward to impale your foes, then pull back and rip the blade out. Ooh. Restores 20 stamina on each hit. Ooh. First hit, 70% weapon damage and staggers. Second hit, 120% weapon damage and pull target 1.5 meters towards you. Wow. This ability generates 150% threat. Okay. Then the stat fast recovery. If the first strike of steadfast strike hits, you are healed for 50% weapon damage. Wow. In Defiance stance, the first strike also inflicts 2 stacks of bleeding for 6 seconds, which deal 5% weapon damage every second. 2 stacks of bleeding. So you can actually do some condition play here on this one. Interesting. Statfast refresh. If the second strike of Statfast strike hits, reduce the cooldown of all other greatsword abilities by 20%. Nice. Nice. All right, let's look at the passives here. After gaining Defiance stance, the next damage taken within 5 seconds is reduced by 25%. After gaining Defiance stance, next damage taken within 5 seconds. Interesting. Yeah, so, okay. Cleansing chain. Hitting with the final attack of the greatsword chain reduces the duration of debuffs on you by 10%. It's not super important. Blade honing. Base weapon damage is increased by 3% for each greatsword buff on you. Okay. Unflinching blade. Charge heavy attacks have grit and inflict bleeding for 6. Oh my god, more bleeds? We got three dots on this thing? 6 seconds deal 5%, maximum 5 stacks. Dude, this is so we got like this is like 25% each second. Then you have this one here, 25% weapon damage for 6 seconds. And then you have another one? Dude, you have like a lot of damage over time on this thing. That's crazy. That's going to whittle people down. That's a lot of shit. That's 75% weapon damage. Oh, dude, that's 75% weapon damage every second for 6 seconds. Dude, that's going to hit like a fucking light attack. Almost. It's like a, and you can apply this AoE, I think. This is like an AoE thing too. So you could just like put like fucking 75% weapon damage dots on people. Oh my god, dude, that's like, are you fucking kidding me? What is going on? Arrow deflection enables blocking range attacks with a greatsword. Ah, there it is, motherfuckers. There it is. I knew it. Increases stamina damage from blocking any attacks, but oh no. But I can finally block some range attacks. Oh, fuck yeah. Perfect vigilance. If you're hit while at full health, reduce the damage taken by 20%, then gain 20% fortify. Oh. Okay, so you reduce the first hit that hits you by 20%, and then you gain a 20% fortify for 3 seconds. Not too shabby. Guarded shift. Blocking for 2 seconds causes you to enter Defiance stance. Okay. You must be in combat for this to activate. Interesting. You can just block, and then you enter the Defiance stance. So that's really good if you are relying on like a skill that has like a special effect depending on the stance you're in. If you don't want to use any of these abilities, you can just use this passive to enter that, and then use whatever skills you want to use. Okay, guarded shift, not bad. Let's see. Faultless defender. Reduce stamina damage by 50% when blocking attacks just after raising your guard. Or with guard point. Inflicts a... Wait, which one was guard point? This one? No. Inflicts a 5% rend. Okay, there's a rend. Undying Defiance, heal for 5% of the damage from attacks. Attacking within 3 seconds of blocking heals for 50% of the damage dealt instead. That's interesting, dude. That's going to be so hard to build because there's so much good shit in here. There's so much good shit in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.